The story is based on real events. A living passenger of the sunken Titanic was found on an iceberg. 79 years later, the story turned everything upside down. The woman claimed that she was a passenger on the ill-fated Titanic. The story of the Titanic still haunts scientists. We constantly learn about many astonishing stories, sometimes hard to believe. However, what the witnesses of events in 1990 revealed seems outright mystical. One such story involves a woman named Winnie Coates, who was aboard the steamship with her children and was later found on an iceberg. It was reported that on September 24, 1990, approximately 340 kilometers southeast of Iceland, a woman was discovered on an iceberg. She was spotted by Carl Johan Haas, captain of the fishing vessel Fosshagen. The woman was dressed in old-fashioned clothing and claimed that she was a passenger on the ill-fated Titanic and had miraculously survived. She begged for help and asked to save others still on the ship, although they had perished 79 years earlier. The woman was interrogated multiple times, but she kept telling the same story. Winnie insisted she was 29 years old and had been aboard the steamship that sank. Doctors examined her and confirmed that the woman was not insane. Experts later determined that such a passenger had indeed existed. Historians also reported that Winnie visibly aged before their eyes and passed away shortly thereafter. Specialists tried to find some explanation for what they had learned, but could not come up with anything concrete. Everyone began searching for a rational explanation for this story, but the only idea that came to mind was the possibility of a time portal. On August 9, 1991, another Norwegian ship, Larsen Ne Putmei, rescued an elderly man in the same area. The man claimed to be the captain of the Titanic. Upon arriving at the port, the fingerprints of the rescued man were compared to those of the real captain stored in the archives, and they were found to be identical. Both the man and Winnie Coates believed it was the year 1912. Moreover, in 1994, a 10-month-old baby was rescued in the same waters. This might not have seemed unusual, except for the fact that the baby was tied to a lifebuoy with the inscription, Titanic. All these events later became the focus of various secret services and were not widely publicized. Be sure to check out other fascinating videos on this channel, subscribe and leave a like.